Good Thursday morning, everybody. July 20th, 2017. And excuse me, an ace.
Starting off with a bang.
Yeah, well, we're coming off a bang from last night.
Indeed.
What I wanted to say, coming off a stormy evening, and thus why I got all choked up. I just got back from filming some footage out there in the city, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit. But another tornado warning in Dane County, really close to Fitchburg again here last night. Did you hear the sirens, Preston?
I did
where
hear
you were?
the sirens.
You did?
I did.
Awesome.
They went off.
They went off.
I got my phone was going crazy. You know, the National Weather Service alert just blowing me up. Went off like 3 different times. I was like, thank you, got it.
Got it?
In the basement at this point, thank you. And then literally nothing happened where I live at all.
Yeah.
It was like a hole in the storm. It was just hovering above me, and I was like, well, thank you. Appreciate it.
There you go.
Yeah, we went to the Dane County Fair last night, the family. We went right after work, and so we got out of there before everything hit. We got right at home when everything started to blow up, and but kept a close eye on it, kept up with our officials last night, and have spoke with our officials this morning on some of the damage areas. So we'll get to that. So hopefully you didn't have too much damage. At least from driving around this morning, it looks like they were isolated pockets of damage, tree damage, wind damage. Kind of an interesting scenario last night, too, for you weather geeks like me. The storm rose through once, then it rolls through again.
Yeah.
And after it had rolled through, there was actually a high wind warning put up in between.
Yep.
Right.
And so certain people are like, oh, the storm passed. Boom, they're getting hit with the winds.
It was interesting looking at the radar because it was almost like a crescent moon carved out of the storm in the middle. So it was like a wave and then a second wave sort of. Gotcha.
That was a good bow echo last night.
Oh, a bow echo with the derecho combo. Watch out.
There was. It could have been a derecho last night. It was
I heard,
close.
You know the boy Gary Canalti out there. Shout out.
Yeah.
he was going to town
ready.
with the terms. He said derecho like 18 times when I was watching.
It had that potential. Definitely the way it was moving, and
Nice.
your hometown, Preston.
Yes.
If it's okay to give this away.
Sure, go for it.
Hometown of Mount Horeb.
Yep.
And my wife's family's from there.
Yep.
Took that beating last night after the storms roll through. All of a sudden, I got a text from Christy's dad, my wife, saying, hey, the storm just hit really heavy. Like, we just had the tornado warning not too long ago. Now we've got this. Like, we're getting hit worse now.
Same. My parentals lost power.
Yep.
So.
That's what they said too.
Lost power.
Yep.
That was the secondary thing. We don't have power. Help. And I was like, nope, we're settling in for the night. So.
Yep.
So let's get right to it this morning and tell you what's coming up on the show. Of course, we'll get you updated on that weather. Talking flooding safety in the digest today, both kind of a little pre-warning, but mostly what happens after the fact of flooding. Minor flooding in the city this morning. We can talk about that. Grace Hospice Care stopping in this morning, talking about a fundraiser coming up in the Baraboo area.
Cool.
And then we wrap it up with some national holidays today.
Sweet.
As usual, or per usual.
Cool.
However you like to see it.
As per usual.
As per usual, yeah. All right, let's get right to it and taking a look at the storms last night as they rolled in here to the city of Fitchburg. Thank you to our nighttime staff person, Chad, catching a little bit of that shelf cloud. A lot of people got pictures of that shelf cloud coming over. You had to be on this side of the city to see it. Up by me, couldn't see it. It just was cloudy, and I could hear the thunder and stuff. But these storms rolling in last night. Again, here in Fitchburg, we did receive a tornado warning from us about south, and heavy rains, winds, and lots of lightning. Just a crazy.
Some impressive winds.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Very impressive. So Chad's like, I couldn't see out the window at times looking when he was filming. So appreciate him capturing some of that footage. This morning, looking at damages, of course, we've got a little bit of minor flooding this morning. So talking with our Public Works Department, of course, your common place here.
Oh,
Fitch-Rona Road.
Yep.
A little bit high water. They're leaving that road open because the water is it's about as high as the curb, so
Okay.
it's not as bad as it usually is.
It's navigable.
Of course, if you got a low car, probably not a good idea to go through there. But Public Works are out this morning. I know it's kind of hard to see here, but they are out there picking up tree branches from the streets. According to Public Works, damage was more prevalent up in our middle southeast section of Fitchburg. So you're talking like Adams Road, Went Road, up in that area. This is just some general footage from up in that area. Lots of trees down in the area. And again, the streets crews have moved a lot of those trees off to the side and now are going to be mulching those and getting them cleaned up here for the rest of the day.
Hey, good thing we have that brush collection week coming up soon.
Yeah, right. So just give our crews time to get around and get that. Again, if it was on the roadway or affecting the roadway, they'll probably be picking that up for you.
Yeah.
If you got any questions, certainly you can check in with Public Works.
Sure.
How about that heavy rains that fell last evening? And here's a look at the estimates from the National Weather Service. And as of 5 a.m., lots of rain again. I don't know if you saw, too, up in the La Crosse area, they've got flash flood warnings going on this morning all across that area. Many counties up there underwater this morning. But here in the Fitchburg area, looks like we fell in the 2 to 4 range here. And it's like I'm right up at the top corner here.
Yep.
I'm right on the line of heavy and not so heavy.
I mean, the rain was definitely there, but the wind seems like it was really the story of last night's storm. I mean,
absolutely.
That was the big deal.
Mm-hmm. So, gonna have to still keep an eye on that, and we still got more rain to come. And let's look at today's weather forecast, and that's your clear indicator right there that we're still looking at possible flooding. Today also being one of the warmer days, too. You're looking at highs near 87 today. So
Yikes.
If you love the heat indency, if you like that talk,
I do love that talk.
That'll be happening today. So showers and thunderstorms will end this morning. It'll be dry through tonight, and then thunderstorms likely Friday night, possibly causing more widespread flooding. So
oh boy.
We'll keep you up to date on that as it comes along.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I know, Preston.
That's all that we know for now, at least.
Yeah.
So there you go. Make sure you stick around, I would say, because in the digest today we might have some relevant information speaking about all the rain. Because we're talking about floods. So there you go. All right. So now, also last night, an interesting little event took place. The library was showing off and kind of celebrating the arrival of the new outreach van, and we were there. So take a look.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. We're so excited to be here today. We've been working on this project for quite a long time. I think I've been talking about this nonstop for about the last 5 years. We want to give a big thank you to the Friends of the Library because they were very generous in supporting this. Angela Richardson did the design, and we're very excited to show it to you.
Well, you can't.
Yay! Look how cute it is! And you may notice we've got something of a scavenger hunt. So you'll see some subtle symbols around. There's 12 of them, so see if you can find all of them. You might also notice that we've got a little driver inside. A little library joke. We are so excited to be here today to unveil our new outreach vehicle. We had great support from the Friends of the Fitchburg Library. They held an event called Books and Brews and raised a significant portion of the money we needed to do this. We had some money also from the capital campaign when we opened. And so we thought this was a great investment. It's going to allow us to get out in the community a little bit more, kind of extend our reach from outside the building to some communities that maybe can't get to the library. We're just super excited to do this. So cheers, thank you for everybody that helped this happen.
Cheers.
That's a nice looking band.
Yeah.
They
Pretty
really
sweet,
did.
pretty sharp. It'll stand out when they're out there trying to spread the word
You betcha.
of the library.
That is nice. So watch for that coming to a neighborhood near you.
Indeed.
All right, events we got to talk about coming up, and one of the big ones, it's the Rona Road Business Coalition, their annual event held out at, what is that, Wisconsin Brewery?
Uh-huh.
It's a nice one. We had a chance to sit down with Cindy, well, you did last week, and
I did.
Let's get a little info on that for you.
So on Friday, July 21st, we have the Rona Road Business Coalition sort of fundraiser at the Wisconsin Brewing Company. It's always a fun event. It's called Music in the Backyard, and so you bring your lawn chairs, grab your friends, put the lawn chairs up in their backyard, and we'll be listening to the Ryan McGrath Band. Apparently, he's a crowd pleaser.
Awesome.
And Rona Road will be grilling up some spectacular brats and hot dogs. All proceeds from the food will go to the Rona Road Business Coalition as our fundraiser.
Sure.
Fantastic. Again, stop out July 21st. That's this Friday, 6 to 9 p.m., Wisconsin Brewing Company.
It's going to be a good one.
It's always good.
Speaking of good ones, get those calendars out, mark it down. August 19th is the kickoff of the Agora Art Fair. It's going to go from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. down on East Sherrill Parkway, right in front of the big white tent Agora Pavilion. If you want more info, you can head over to agoraartfair.com, and on Facebook, they are the same, Agora Art Fair. They have over 100 Wisconsin artists that are going to be showcased at the 9th annual Fitchburg Agora Art Fair, set amid the stunning architecture of Agora and the natural prairie landscape. So there you go. Come on out, check it out. They have tons of art from all different kinds of mediums, sculptures, paintings, what have you. So make sure you get out there, check that out. You're bound to find something fantastic.
Also, mark your calendar coming up, the Avante Fitchburg Tech Campus Block Party. It's back August 17th. It'll be from 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. right here next to the library, 2690 Research Park Drive. Bucky rocks out the Fitchburg Technology Campus Block Party. Isn't that pretty cool? Gnarly. Grab the entire family and celebrate the end of summer and the beginning of a new school year with Avante Properties at, again, their back-to-school block party. Also, you can enjoy live music, raffle, fundraiser, and, of course, activities at the Fitchburg Public Library, and so much more.
Yep.
Stopping by. I'm sure we'll be out at most of these events.
We sure will.
Wow, that's a lot of headlines this morning. Thank you for sticking with us here. Coming up next, we're going to open up our digest segment talking about flood safety next, right here on Talkin' Fitchburg.